So we're going to write down the equation of cellular respiration first, which is C6H12O6 plus 6O2 yields, which is the arrow, 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O. That's glucose plus oxygen yields carbon dioxide and water. That's the equation. And there's 4 parts. Glycolysis, mitochondrial transport, Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain. Okay, so it's pretty intricate, but we start off with a glucose molecule right here, and for the purposes of like freshman year like biology class, we can like represent each individual step of glycolysis with arrows because we don't go that much into depth. 2 ATP gets put in and it gets converted into 2 ADP and 2 PI. So that arrow kind of represents how the 2 ATP is made into 2 ADP plus, okay, so now, this is 2 NAD plus 2 NAD HH plus, and then right here is the 4 ADP, so 2 like per, and the PI, and it becomes 4 ATP. So we can write down the results. And this leads into pyruvate. Results, the gross amount of ATP is 4 and the net amount is 2, so so you make 4 ATP, but because you use 2 ATP, it's like net is 2. And glucose becomes pyruvate, and we get 2 NAD H plus. And glycolysis happens in the cytosol. So now we take the pyruvate, which comes from here. So these 2 pyruvate come here. I don't know, but we're going to symbolize it like this as a pyruvate, and then we just draw arrows. The arrows are like representing what happens, like how they become this. So acetyl-CoA, there's like a little bit of like talk about how like this is coenzyme A, first enzyme that was found, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure then CO2 is like lost in the process, and then we have this like thing of the NAD HH plus, NADHH plus is made here. Alright, so that's what happens. So we can have the tally again. This, you can say, happens like on the mitochondrial membrane, or so on mitochondrial mem, the results are acetyl-CoA, and then NADH+. So the Krebs cycle. The Krebs cycle happens just in like the mitochondria.
Mitochondrial matrix.
Yeah, the mitochondrial matrix. So we have the acetyl-CoA, and then if I extend like this part into here, we have the acetyl-CoA, and then I'm going to
become citric acid.
Represent it by arrows. And the thing is, this video is sort of a broad like overview of cellular respiration. All of these arrows are representing individual steps that further on you learn. So what happens is C5, well, this is like C6, and then like
No,
that's C6.
I'm pretty sure that's C7, that's citric acid.
C5, C4, C4. So that's that. There's no ATP in mitochondrial transport. There's 1 ATP per Krebs cycle. The thing is, you have to realize it's per Krebs cycle. We made 2 acetyl-CoAs, and I'm just showing you what happens to 1. So you have to multiply by 2. And same thing with the pyruvate. You have 2 pyruvate. So this is 2 times 2. So that's how you basically. This is per. So I'm just going to say results per the 3-NADH. I'm just going to like abbreviate 1 ATP and then 1 FADH2.
And 1 coenzyme QH.
Mitochondrial matrix. This is the best part, the ETC, the one that we've all been waiting for. Alright, so I like totally forgot, but like we should like probably mention that there's like an inner membrane. So like you can write OM and IM.
Yeah.
So now we're going to expand that. So OM, IM, Christi, and so we have the E minus, and we pump it out, and we get protons. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll first draw it. Now we draw a cytochrome. Then we draw this thing again. Then we draw another cytochrome on the other side because we're fancy. Then we draw the 5-ATP synthase, which it has like a pretty distinct shape. So kind of want to get the shape right when you're drawing it. And the point of this whole thing is, you see all of the FADH2 and the NADH+. Oh my god.